everybody, it's Thursday again, so that means that it's time for another delicious recipe. Today I have one that's really simple for you. It is out of our brand new Taste of Home Quick Cooking Cookbook. This is brand new at the library, so if you like this recipe, come check out the book. It has a ton more in it, brand new today, okay? What we're making today, I'll show you the picture because it just looks so good. Right there. Doesn't that look nice? It's called Brownie Berry Pizza. Super simple. You take some help from a mix and it goes together in no time. Okay? So the first thing that I've done, I've kind of doubled this recipe for the brownies. This is just an aluminum cookie sheet. Okay? Disposable, cheap. You can also use a plain cookie sheet or a pizza pan. I do not have a pizza pan with sides, so that's why my pizza is not round. This is 2 pouches of brownie mix. Okay, just the El Cheapo $1 a bag stuff. The original recipe calls for 1 large box of brownie mix in a 12-inch pizza pan. I couldn't find a 12-inch pizza pan. This one is a 15 by 10. It's bigger, so I used 2 brownie packages, okay? Make them according to package directions, spread them in the pan, and bake them for about 20 minutes. Don't overbake, or your crust will be very crispy. Okay, so that's the first thing I did. Already done. And then I let this cool for a couple hours, so it's at room temp. Okay, the next thing is we need a cheesecake-like topping for this. This is super simple. This is a tub of whipped topping, a box of instant vanilla pudding, and 3/4, does it say 3/4? No, a 1 1/4. 1 1/4 of cold milk. Okay. So, there's our 1 1/4 into the bowl. Okay, and then we're going to whisk our pudding into that. Whisk for 2 minutes, just like you normally would for pudding. This one I chose French vanilla. You could use regular vanilla. Whoops, get back here. I just like the flavor of the French vanilla a little bit more. Okay, so whiskey. Just like you would for normal pudding. Okay, and then we're going to top this with fresh berries. I have a combination of blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. You can definitely use whatever you like. That's just what I happen to have. Okay. Super simple recipe, nice for spring. You get some chocolate and some fruit. Very nice. Okay. That's probably good. Okay, so we've whisked our pudding. It's getting stiff, but it's got a little ways to go. So we're just going to set this aside for a minute. Okay, and I'll show you the berries. These are my berries. Doesn't that look nice? Looks like spring in a bowl, doesn't it? There are no sugar on these. These are plain berries. So just some strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. I cut the strawberries and the blackberries. Okay, the blueberries, of course, I left whole. If you like raspberries, you could do that too. If you don't like the blackberries or the blueberries or maybe even the strawberries, leave them out. Use what you like. Cherries would be really good on here too. Oh, some cherry pie filling. That would be really tasty. Recipes are meant to be altered. So use what you like. Okay, in that short amount of time, our pudding, I don't know if you can see in the light, it's gotten quite a bit thicker. So I am going to fold in my whipped topping. Now this you can use store brand, name brand, whatever. no fat, extra creamy, whatever you like. Just make sure that it's thawed. Frozen whipped topping does not mix well. Okay, so we're just folding this in. I don't know if you can see that in the light. See how we're folding this in? I'm in our lower level meeting room at the library today, and I'm not used to these fluorescent lights, so everything looks a little bit different on camera. Okay. Fold that in there so we don't see any big streaks anymore. All right. Looks nice. Okay, so here are our brownies. Let me move you just a touch. Can you see that a little bit better? There we go. Okay, so this just goes over the top. And we're going to spread it evenly. Now this will have to be refrigerated when you get done. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be around that long that you'll have to worry too much about it. Okay, spread this nice and even over the top. Okay. Now the original recipe does call for 2.5 cups of whipped topping. That's a little less than the whole container. However, remember, this pan is bigger than what the recipe calls for. It calls for a 12-inch pizza pan. This one is a 15 by 10. It's a little bit bigger. Had to use more brownies. Therefore, we need more topping. Okay. There we go. Pretty simple so far, right? Okay. The next thing we need to do is spoon our berries over the top. Spoon these evenly over. Like I said, if you don't like strawberries, don't use them. If you don't like blackberries, don't use them. Cherries would be good. Whatever you like. You can also buy frozen. I think we all know that fresh berries can be quite pricey in the off season. Now we're getting close to strawberry season, but we're not quite there yet. So you could definitely buy a berry mixture that's frozen and just thaw it out and put it on here. Of course, it will be a little bit more watery, so you may want to thaw it and drain it before you put it on here. But that's definitely doable. Okay. Get these spooned all over the top here. Okay. A few more. There we go. All right. Looks good already, doesn't it? Okay. Now the final step. The pièce de résistance. You're going to drizzle this with chocolate syrup. So I'm going to go diagonal and make nice pretty drizzles on the diagonal. We eat with our eyes first, so we want this to be pretty. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. That's it. Super simple. Now the original recipe does call for chopped pecans sprinkled over the top of this. I know that we have some people here that have some nut allergies, so I've omitted that today because we're all having treats in about 10 minutes. Okay? But there it is. Doesn't that look nice? Super easy, super quick, wonderful, wonderful spring dessert. Berry, brownie, pizza. And it's from the new Taste of Home cookbook. Come into the library and check it out today. Okay? Happy cooking, everybody. We'll see you next time.